security and that of everybody else at the airport, we ask you kindly to keep 1.5 meters of distance, and you are required to wear a face mask.
Cold, but it's not snowing and it's not raining, so at least it's dry. Okay, first starting in Kiev. Let's go get some food. Go busy. I'm staying on Krishchatyk, which makes things so convenient. The best thing is I am right next to the metro, which is going to make getting around very, very easy. I'm also close to all the restaurants, all the shops. I love this area. This is the best place to stay, especially if you're a tourist. I actually stayed here last time as well, and the area was just so perfect that I decided to get in touch with the host again and see if they'll have me this time. And she was very, very helpful and lovely. If you want to see a tour of this place, then please check out my last video. I'll give a quick overview in this video too. Now I'm heading out to get some food, which is going to be my first proper cooked meal since I've arrived here, because I've been inside for the last 2 days. I might go to a couple of different supermarkets to pick up a few items because price varies in Ukraine. If you want to exchange money as well, price varies too. If you go to one place to exchange money, chances are it's going to be different to the next place. So make sure to shop around for pretty much anything. That includes currency exchange, groceries, medicines. They all vary in price. Okay, ikimasho. I've put on my mask because to go inside places in Ukraine, you have to wear a mask. Every shop I walk past so far has a sign on the front of the door saying you need to wear a mask. I got some syrniki, which are made from tvarog, which is like a yogurt slash cottage cheese type Slavic food. Not bad. They're pretty good. I like this place because it's really cheap and really quick. Like I said, really cheap. Very, very affordable. These are chocolates. We've got some Japanese products here. Oh. I love these. This is the best coffee ever. So I'm gonna get 2 packs of this because this is all I drink while I'm here. I got some coffee, I got some groceries, and I'm always surprised at how affordable food is in Ukraine, especially fresh produce. So much cheaper than the UK, to be honest. And fruits and vegetables especially, they are so much cheaper than Japan. If you guys have been to Japan, you know how expensive fruits are. The ground is a little bit frozen over, so I'm being very careful not to slip up. So this over here is the Opera House. It's really beautiful. I think People who come to Kiev for the first time will probably be surprised by how incredible the architecture is. And this is one of them times that I'm impressed, even though I've seen this many times before. On Kyiv, there are these street stands that sell coffee and seasonal drinks and snacks and sandwiches and even kebabs and burgers, and they are pretty much open all night. So if you want to get a drink really early in the morning before work and you don't want to go to a cafe, this is actually a really convenient place to get it. See, look, a burger one, and then we have kava. Kava in Ukrainian is coffee, and they are right next to the metro, the Kyiv metro, and there are so many of them, so many of them. I noticed that a few of them are now selling Glintwain, so I might get Glintwain either today or tomorrow, I'm not sure, but I want to try it. The one that they sell here is not alcoholic, so that's good for me because I don't really want to get crunk while I'm here. But see how many of them there are? Coffee places everywhere. Ukraine, especially Kyiv, is obsessed with good coffee. So this is my bedroom. There's also a second bedroom where my mum will be staying. I put this cover over the top, and the view is really nice. You can see over the street. A full-length mirror right by the front door and a ton of storage inside. Lots and lots of storage. Again, more storage, an ironing board, an iron, some slippers. This here is probably my favorite thing about this place aside from the view, and it is a washing machine. And also a boiler. And I'll explain to you later why having a boiler is so good in a Ukrainian apartment. Shower. It's got a bath with a shower. And we have an actual shower too. I want these lights in my own house. Another television in the living room. A second balcony. So we have two balconies. One outside my bedroom and one outside the kitchen and living room area. Look at this view. It's so nice. Let's go inside because it's very cold. A freezer and a fridge. I've got some stuff up there already. A stove and an oven. The landlord has left me some wonderful teas to try, which is very, very nice of her. Ooh, citrus garden. Let's sit down and talk about why the boiler is so important, and also a little fun fact about the radiators here. So in the building that I am staying in, the heating is actually central, meaning that around November or whenever it gets a little bit cold, the government or the heating companies turn on the heating for everybody. So I cannot control this radiator at all. It just turns on by itself and it stays on by itself, and I'm relying on it to keep me warm. And so far for the last 2.5 days, it's been pretty good. I also want to point out that because this is a newer apartment, it's a little bit fancier, we do have an air conditioning unit, which I can control anytime I want. But the reason I mentioned the boiler earlier, and it's kind of a luxury to be honest, because a lot of places in Ukraine also still rely on centrally heated water, meaning that you rely on the state to turn on your hot water. And sometimes what happens is there will be a fault, or they will just decide to turn off the hot water in certain areas in Ukraine, especially more remote areas, and people will go without hot water for days. I have personally never experienced this in Kiev for the entirety of the time that I've lived here, but I know people who have experienced it. So in those cases, what they resorted to is just boiling some water and using that for daily essentials, such as washing your plates or your cutlery or even yourself. So the apartment that I am staying in is really not representative of life in Ukraine at all. I will 100% admit that. This is a very nice apartment. It is in an old building, but the apartment itself is refurbished. It's very new, it's very fancy, and I even have heated floors that I can control. If it gets really, really cold, I can just turn on the heated floors and it's just wonderful and toasty and very, very cozy. The best thing about staying in an apartment like this is that if you are a tourist and you don't know Kiev very well, then you are in a central area right next to the metro. And even for me, and keep in mind, I know Kiev, I have lived here, I know it. It is still so unbelievably convenient. If I need water at night, let's say it's 10 p.m. in the evening, if I need water, I just walk 20 seconds down the road and I buy it from the local shop, which is still open because shops here can be open very, very late. And also the landlord is absolutely fantastic. She is so knowledgeable and so helpful. And if you guys are planning a trip to Ukraine at some point in the future, then I will leave the details of this place down below in the description box. Please check it out. Despite it being so nice, it's still very affordable. So this is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe. I have some really exciting content planned and I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So make sure to stick around. Thanks again for watching and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.